Tiara Cookies for Three, written by Maria Dismondy, illustrated by Carrie Pilo. With love to my two little miracles, Ruby and Leah. Everything was perfect for Sami before Jasmine moved in. Sami loved school. She had her favorite teacher and her best friend, Stella, who lived right next door. Now Jasmine lived across the street and she was ruining everything. Sami, remember there's always room for one more. Think about giving Jasmine a chance. I know it's hard with three, Mama said. We used to call it a friendship triangle because two would play and one would always be left out. You and Stella need to figure this out, Mama preached as Sami complained once again about Jasmine. I already have Stella to play with, Mama. Stella and I are like mittens. We're a pair. We don't need anyone else. Mittens only come in pairs. With one more, someone gets left out. Besides, we like anything pink and we share all our jewelry. Plus, we have our song, Mama, Sami began to sing. Cookies, candy, chocolate, cake. We're best friends for goodness sake. Jump rope swings and hopscotch too. There's so much we love to do. Stella and Sami, singing in the tree. Mittens come in pairs, just you and me. Just then, the doorbell rang. It was Stella and Jasmine. Hi, Sami. We're playing school. Do you want to play with us? Stella asked. Well, who do I get to be? Asked Sami. Jasmine is going to be the teacher this time, Stella whispered. But I'm always the teacher. She doesn't know how to be the teacher like I do. Stella, you can't be my best friend anymore if you keep playing with Jasmine, Sami whined as she turned and ran up the stairs. The next day at recess, Sami sat down and Jasmine joined her. Jasmine leaned over and asked, Stella invited me over to play after school today. She said we could make her mom's famous pink tiara cookies. Do you want to come? Sami didn't reply. She was very... Sami stood up to find Stella. She spotted her on the swings and ran as fast as she could to get to her. Before she could get to Stella, Jasmine took the only swing left. Sami played alone that day. She always had Stella to play with and never had to worry about making new friends. Sami thought about how she and Stella had made up their own special song to sing on the swings. She decided playing alone was no fun at all. Sami saw Stella alone, so she walked up to her and said, Because of Jasmine, I had to play all alone today. I feel like I'm being left out, Sami pleaded. Well, Sami, it's not fun for Jasmine to play alone either. She's new and doesn't know anyone. You could have played with us, Stella declared. Back in the classroom, the teacher announced, Children, I'm choosing your partners for science today. Jasmine, you will partner up with Sami. Ugh, Sami groaned. Sami and Jasmine worked on the assignment silently. The teacher gathered the children to go over the answers to the experiment. Sami, are mammals warm-blooded? No, Sami answered nervously. The class laughed. I wasn't even paying attention, thought Sami. I was too busy thinking about how I wanted Stella as my partner. Jasmine tried to help and chimed in. What she meant to say is yes, mammals are warm-blooded. She smiled at Sami. After class, Sami found an empty swing next to Stella. Finally, she thought to herself. Jasmine walked up to them. Sami remembered how she felt when she played alone. Hey, do you want to swing with us? Asked Sami. What should we do? There are no more swings, Stella whispered. There's always room for one more. Let's go over to the tire swing so we can all swing together, said Sami. Jasmine smiled. Sami smiled too. Hey Stella, let's teach our song to Jasmine but change the words a little bit. The girls walked away holding hands as Sami sang, Cookies, candy, chocolate, cake, we're best friends for goodness sake. Jump rope swings and hopscotch too, there's so much we love to do. Stella and Sami, singing by the tree, mittens come in pairs, and now there are 3. In the end, Sami was still Stella's friend, and she had a new friend too. She learned that she didn't have to lose her best friend to make room for one more. Sami was excited to tell her mama about how she solved the friendship triangle problem. But before she could, there was a knock at the door. Standing before her were Jasmine and Stella with a plate full of the famous pink Tiara cookies. This is the third children's book from beloved children's author Maria Dismondy. As a teacher, author, and much sought-after presenter, Maria saw a need for a children's book that dealt with the difficulty kids have when they are grouped in threes. She also wanted a book that offered dessert. With those things in mind, Pink Tiara Cookies for Three was born. This award-winning author and dynamic speaker presented to more than 10,000 children at various venues in 1 month alone. She is driven to spread her message on bullying and empowering children to face challenges and to do the right thing. Maria holds degrees in education and child development. She makes her home in southeastern Michigan with her husband Dave and their daughters Ruby and Leah. To find out more, visit www.mariadismondy.com. Be sure to follow her blog, which talks a lot about character traits and development. Illustrator Carrie Pilo grew up in a small town nestled